Well, Trump's going to be the next president, number 47. Easy, right? No lawsuits, no riots, no recounts. Easy peasy. Found out that night even. Well, I think it was too easy. And I want to talk to you why. I got to get something off my chest. And we're going to talk about this. This is Everyman Prepping. I'm Seth. We're out in my barn today. And I just going to have a little conversation between me and you. Something I want to talk about that this, I think, was too easy. And we're going to go through some history about what has happened to Trump in the past and why this feels too easy and why I think something else is at play. So going back, when he's first, when he beat Hillary, no, it's a big surprise to everybody. Takes on Hillary, defeats her, becomes president. First 2 years, he owns Congress, Republican held House and Senate. Nothing happens. He's fought by his own party. You got McCain and what's his name in the House. Nothing gets happened. Everybody goes against him. Everything he does is, he gets put a lawsuit against him, gets going to court. Federal judges are basically ruling from the courts. They're making law themselves in the courts. So he has to fight all that. Gets into this term. What happens? He's impeached twice. The establishment hates him so much, they got to impeach him twice. And then that's not enough. He's still up for re-election. So what do? Well, in 2020, Biden gets 81 million votes. Trump has in the high 60s, okay? And 81, great turnout, 81 million votes. And we know now that's cheating, okay? We know now for sure, guaranteed. Hillary, all the way back from Obama in 2008. Obama gets in the 60s, 66. Hillary in the 60s. And then even this year, Kamala is at like 68 million. But Biden, 81 million out of blue. There's like 15 million votes missing. Did people just not vote? No. They had the greatest turnout ever, greatest people signing up. So guaranteed, yeah, they cheated in 2020. They had to cheat to beat Trump. Otherwise, he would have won. And we're going to get more into the numbers with this new election here in a minute. But the Democrats, they pulled in the high 60 million range. Trump was pulling in the 70 million. So he loses because of cheating. What happens as soon as he loses? Well, he gets his house raided. Mar-a-Lago gets raided. States are putting charges against him, federal charges against him. He even has a special counsel put up to put charges against him. They're trying to get rid of him. So he doesn't go for election. He doesn't go for the primary. But what happens? He wins the primary. He's now the Republican candidate. So what do they do next? Well, they try to delete him. And, they missed by this much from deleting him. They tried twice, maybe 3 times. It's debatable. But they couldn't delete him. They couldn't get rid of him. He makes it to the election. So you think this time, well, he's been so horrible. We've tried everything to get rid of him. And we got to do something now. We got to stop him from winning this election. But no, that's not what happens. No cheating goes on. No fights. He wins the election pretty easily. He gets his, he's at 73 million or so right now, which is about where he was in 2020. But Kamala's at 68 million. Where's the 81 that Biden got, right? With all new people. Well, it's not there because they didn't cheat. They decided not to cheat. They decided to let it play out. But they knew Trump was going to get in the 70 million range, and they knew Kamala wasn't. So they knew that he was going to win if they didn't do something, and they did nothing. So my question is why? For trying to get rid of him so much, even to the point of deleting him from the planet, but yet they let him in. So what's the plan? What's the play? Why has he been let in to be president? He's going to have Elon Musk in there. And he's going to be in charge of, getting rid of departments, getting rid of excess money, cutting the budget. The elite, the powers that be, they don't like that. They need their money. They want their money. They love their money. Then you got RFK Jr. He's going to be put in charge of making America healthy again. He's going to go after shutting down departments, from the FDA, the EPA, the Department of Energy, Department of Education, whatever it be. He's going to be part of that. Big government is what the powers that be, the elites want. They're going to get rid of, they're going to start shutting that down. So you're going to tell me they're just going to let them for the next 4 years go through with this? Right now it looks like the Senate and the House are going to be Republican-led. And they're more of a Trump Republican Congress now. So it looks like he's going to have free reign. And then you got world leaders. They're all calling in, congratulating Trump. You got Modi from India saying, oh, we're going to work with you now, when Modi was going far to the BRICS side. You got Putin through other channels welcoming him in. You got Xi saying, hey, we're ready to talk now to make new relations with the United States. It makes no sense. Those are, by the way, world leaders calling in. That's just, a pleasantry among world leaders. When other leaders get elected, they call and say, congratulations, let's work together. But I don't believe, everybody's singing Kumbaya. You're seeing the far right saying there's not going to be more wars. The war in Ukraine is going to end. The war in the Middle East is going to end because he told Netanyahu to end it before he gets into inauguration. China and the United States are going to be best friends now. That's the worry. Everybody is in euphoria right now. And don't fall for it, I think. I don't believe it at all. It was just too easy for just to let them have 4-year reign when they try to stop it so much. There's got to be something else coming. I don't know what it is. I'd love to hear your comments below. Write what you think. Am I totally off here, or am I on to something here? I know the Blackhawks were doing, just like, was it a week ago? We're doing an evacuation on the White House grounds at night for continuity of government, for evacuating, high-level people. Yeah, it was training, I guess, but, they had that going on. So something is afoot here. They're just not going to let him have full reign after trying so hard for the past 8 years to get rid of the guy. So we need to be cautious here, because I think, there's still something that is going to happen. I don't know if it'll happen before the inauguration. I don't know if maybe he's being set up for the fall. We're still going to have a great recession coming. The 10 2-year yield spread still shows great recession coming. The dollar's still going to die. BRICS is still out there. You got Putin today giving a speech, saying the old world order is done. The new one is here. The U.S. hegemony is dead. We are now taking over. He's doing that speech today. Now, do I think Trump can stop the Ukraine war? Yes, because I think that's the one thing that I think Putin and Trump agree on, that needs to stop. They're gonna, Trump's gonna push for, Putin keeping the 4 basic areas in southern Ukraine that he has right now. That's going to be part of Russia. They're not going to give any more money and weapons to Ukraine. I can see that happening, and just tell them they need to surrender, not enter NATO, be basically a neutral site. Maybe they have NATO troops in there, and that'll put an end to that. I think that can happen. That part will happen. But peace in the Middle East, peace with Iran, like people are saying now, that ain't going to happen. People are saying, oh, Trump's going to give a new deal with Iran. No, Trump killed Soleimani, one of the high-ranking leaders in Iran. He bombed him, and he killed him. Iran hates Trump. There's an arrest warrant out for Trump in Iran. So that's not going to stop and go away. Trump was talking about Israel needs to bomb their nuclear sites. So that war is not going to stop. In fact, it's going to escalate. They're probably going to give Israel a blank check to do whatever you want, bomb the nuclear sites, go to town. That's definitely going to heat up. So that's being pushed aside. But that's what's going to happen. It's not going to be kumbaya. They're going to be best friends down there. It's going to stop. No, that's going to escalate. And then you have China. Trump put huge tariffs on China. There was a trade war. And then all of a sudden now we're going to be best friends, and China's going to forget about, Taiwan and say, you're right, we shouldn't go after it. That's not going to happen either. I think that's just all diplomacy right now. But, Xi said there's a chance for cooperation between us and something like that. Well, I think what he's basically saying is, let us take Taiwan, don't get in our way, and we won't crush you. We'll all be happy then if you just let us do what we want. Well, I don't think Trump will do that. I think Trump will, back Taiwan. He'll put a huge tariff. He's already talking about huge tariffs. Huge tariffs will kill China. So if he does that, China's going to have to fight back, and they will. So this big old happy love circle that everybody's in right now, not the Kamala supporters, I guess, they're freaking out right now. But you notice there's no page agitators. There was no riots. There was, in Chicago, I had a protest, but it was peaceful and calm. There's no one freaking out like last time in 2016. No one, the cities aren't burning down. So once again, I said it's too easy. Why is that happening? I got to feel the other shoe's going to drop. Whatever metaphor you want to use, something's going to happen. So I would love to hear your ideas. Don't get complacent. A lot of people are saying, oh, I can stop my prepping. I can stop paying attention because we're good for 4 years. It's going to be 4 years of peace and nothing's going to happen. You don't have to worry about domestic stuff. We're going to get rid of the illegals and everybody's going to play nice, even though they're talking about getting rid of the, CIA, FBI higher-ups, revamping those organizations. Like I said, all that talk's going in. I can't see it happening without a fight. So I think there's a fight coming or something's going to happen. Maybe Trump's set up for that fall I can talk about. Let him take the fall of an Iraq war, a World War III, a nuclear war, an economy that crashes. Hey, we got 40 monkeys that just broke out of a South Carolina research lab. Maybe we're having the outbreak thing, like that movie Outbreak, and monkeys are going to start the next pandemic under Trump. I don't know, but just be cautious and, and pay attention to what's going on. Something else is coming. This was just, too easy. Now, some of you are saying, what do you mean by easy? He was cheated at. He was arrested. He was convicted. He was almost deleted. That's not easy. And you're right. that stuff's not easy. But the win was easy. They just gave up, it looks like. I don't think it was. There's a plan. Anyway, that's all I have. Hopefully you got something out of this. Like I said, I'd love to hear what you have to say. And until next time, keep your ear to the ground and head on a swivel.